time.
Game started.
Oh, we got a game right away against Sol from Brazil. Okay, let's see. E4, D4, C4. Time for D4 again, looks like. Okay, classical response, D4, D5. Okay, so this is the Queen's Gambit declined. Let's see how he plays it. He takes. Let's see. I think you stop the pawn from being supported, and then you just put a pawn in the center which attacks here. And if he plays b5, he can take in twice, so you get the pawn back, or you can take this way. Let's see what he does. Okay, he's putting his bishop on b7. So he's going to go for some long-term pressure against this pawn. I think I just keep developing here. And now he's attacking it, but it's supported. And if he pushes here, I can push. So I'm just going to castle and get out of the center. So I've got two pawns in the center, but sometimes they're kind of shaky in this setup. I could put my queen over here and bring a rook to the d file. Sometimes that's a good idea. Put your rook opposite your opponent's queen, and then maybe think of pushing ahead with d5 to kind of open things up. Not that that's necessarily great for white here, because black looks like he has a solid position, and he's been developing his pieces, doing all the good stuff. Okay, gets his queen off of that file. I'm going to develop my bishop here. Sometimes the queen gets distracted. This bishop here can be loose, so sometimes this pin will be effective. Right now it's not doing much. And then develop the other rook. As long as you've got normal developing moves and no big tactics going on. So I think you keep the pin. I'm going to keep the pin for a while longer. And then if I go here, it attacks his queen. And he's loosened his king side a little bit. And he can't interpose with the bishop because I can always push ahead with the e5 and fork the two pieces that are there. So he moves his queen back. Now what do I want to do? I should really try and think of an active plan here, I think. The problem is whenever I push e5, the knight gets this great square on d5. Still I get this square here. Maybe that's worth something, and I can bring my knight here. I think I will do that. And I can put my bishop to this square. I can maybe set up a battery with the king and queen, threaten mate somewhat crudely. I mean, battery with the bishop and queen, threatening mate. He's attacking here. He could also go to this square here, which is maybe annoying. I would probably just retreat my bishop to b1 if he moves his knight to b4. So what have we got? Actually, I don't think his king side is too easy to defend. So if I play queen to e4, what is he going to do? He can't, well, he can block with the pawn. That's right, and then I will take it en passant, and he will take back with the knight, one of those knights, and that will attack my queen and defend this square here. So unless there's something better there, let's just try bringing my knight to e4 and see what happens. The knight has some interesting ideas of coming to f6 or d6. And he can take, yep, could have taken here maybe and tried to win a pawn. But he plays this move. I'm going to open it up, take en passant, see how he takes back. And get rid of his knight. Okay, so now he's got some pressure on my knight here on f3. He's got the bishop on it and the rook on it. I don't really think I have a sack over here, although it's always fun to think about. Let's see, knight takes, pawn takes, knight takes, pawn takes, and then queen out to h5, threatening mate on, or check, threatening a check on h7 and driving the king away. Oh, but how does he stop that? He can just bring the rook back to stop it. I can pick up another pawn with check. His king is kind of exposed after that. Might make for a fun game. Why don't we try it?
Server announcement.
Well, he's going to think about it. That's good. Always good to make your opponent think. He has some counterattacking ideas. The queen up to here could threaten mate on g2, so I have to be careful about that. This f2 square is seemingly well guarded at the moment. Yeah, he took it. So my idea was to queen h5 and pick up another pawn at least and maybe threaten mayhem over here. I don't see any better continuation. I think, I need to get this bishop out of the way in some sense because it's kind of blocking the rooks. And another idea is to bring a rook up and over. My bishops are kind of in the way of that. Oh, when he brings his bishop, he brings his rook to f7 to protect against the check here. It protects the pawn. I missed that idea. Maybe I'll just take on c5 here after that. Open up these lines. The one piece that's not playing on his team is this rook in the corner. So if I can get my rooks active, I may have a chance here. Yeah, he plays that logical move. I could bring my bishop to this square. And does that chase the rook to a better square? Let's take here first. And if he takes back with the knight, then I can bring my bishop forward, and I've got some space for my rooks. Okay, so what have I got? What have I got for my troubles here? So I'm thinking this pawn is loose, and I need to get rid of this knight. If I get rid of this knight, maybe sack the exchange here and then I can bring my bishop to, he's going to move his knight away for me, defending the pawn, of course. But now I can put my bishop on e5, which is where I wanted it. It's a good square and threatens mate here. Knight, where's the knight going? looks good to me. And now I have a path for my rook to come up and over. It chases me away. Yeah. That's good. That's good. And the knight is covering the check there. So I guess I go back here. Still kind of want to keep this third rank clear so I can bring something over. This rook is still not playing, so I'm not giving up yet, but I need to, he's threatening mate. I need to get my pieces in the game here. But it's covered. I just want to point out the queen is protecting the square on g2 at the moment. And yeah, you can do that. Got a follow-up here that's going to be scary. Well, he's stopping to think again, always a good sign. Let's see, the bishop to here. I moved the knight out of the way. So bishop to here threatens the queen. And does the queen have good squares to go to? Can come forward to this square. And I can attack it again from that square. I think I should make chair. I don't want to retreat this bishop, so basically I want to make more threats and try and annoy his pieces. And if I can get this queen off the diagonal, then I don't have to worry about this threat. So I think I can control this diagonal pretty good. Unfortunately, yeah, he's got queen to this square. Is that good? He's thinking again. I think if he just trades queens, that's probably pretty good for him. Yep. And can I do anything about it? Not really. I cannot really do anything. What I can do is attack this bishop. If he takes my queen, I take back, and he's got two pieces hanging, the rook and the bishop. And my bishop is protected if he wants to trade. I made a mistake here. He's got a check. I overlooked that check. Oh, no, he doesn't. Okay, that's protected by my rook. I also have this bishop retreat down to here. But I have, it is a weakness in my position now. I have a back rank weakness. If he gets a piece along the back rank, he can mate me potentially. Okay, anything else I missed? Knight takes. Probably just rook takes. Oh no, queen takes, and I keep the queen. No, I can't do that because I can't give up the protection of this g2 square. So what do I do on knight takes? Take with the rook. Or I could grab the bishop there. And then this bishop is hanging. And his knight is hanging. Well, let's see how he solves it then. He's still not gotten this rook into play, but it's got a quick access to play now. He's managed to clear his back rank. So, and what's the pawns? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I've just sacked a piece for one pawn so far. Well, hopefully it's an interesting game. Yeah, but that hangs a bishop. Ah, but it threatens mate. That's pretty clever. So if I take the bishop and he plays check, and I bring my bishop back, and he could try and pile up on that. Or I could take with check, king, and then queen here, but then I can bring this rook back. So I think I can just take this guy.
Check.
Yeah, you can do that. So if he takes the bishop, I can also take his bishop, which might be better for me. Get a piece on the 7th rank there. I might want to try and force a trade even. Queen f3 here. Mess my pawns up a little bit, but get rid of this back row pressure, which is a little bit annoying. Okay, so he's attacking my bishop and my rook. What have I got here? Can sack the exchange and pick up this pawn with check. That looks good. Let me try that. I take, he takes, I take their check. And this rook is hanging. That's what I was thinking. It's often useful to sack the exchange just to get rid of a key defending pawn. So that bishop was playing a real strong role in his defense, holding up this pawn in front of the king. So you can get a piece and a pawn for a rook. And it's a key pawn. Sometimes that's good compensation. Of course, he doesn't have to take my rook, but then what's the material then? Then I'm a piece up. Okay, so let's take.
Check.
And is this mate here? This is a check, and he goes to that square. It's not mate. I don't have a light squared bishop or a way to. Oh, I do have a light squared bishop. Okay, let's look at this. Queen here, check. King here is the only move, and bishop here, check. And then king can't move, has no moves. He can block with the bishop or the rook. And if he blocks with the rook, now I have to run with checks because I'm in threat of mate. So queen here, check. King there, bishop here, check. Rook up. And now do I have another check? I don't see it. I'm just going to grab the rook. Still, yeah, if you got a forced mate, you gotta calculate it, because that's the quickest way to win.
Check.
Okay, now he's getting into this situation. I could play the check and then just retreat my rook here. Where is he going?
Check.
So I am in danger of being mated here. So yeah, he has that move. So queen here, check is out. Queen here, check is possible. And then he comes forward. How about if I just retreat my rook here? I say rook, queen, and bishop versus rook, queen. Rook, queen, and two bishops versus rook, queen, and knight. Yeah, so I'm a piece up. Should be good. My bishops are now out, and my rook back rank is momentarily defended. I can also make some lift for the king. I could play a move like g4 now, chase the knight away, and get to this square. Oh, my bishop is hanging. You can take the bishop and... oh, no, I can take it because I still have my bishop coming back to defend. I was thinking the back row weakness sometimes. If this rook is glued to the back rank, then he can take a piece here and then come back and mate me. But I have the bishop to defend. So, we'll see. Can I do anything in this position? Attack the bishop. Okay, but that's all right. That's all right. I think it's all right. I can just take that, I guess. Could go check first. Where does he go? He's got two squares. Still can't that's funny. I still can't see a mate here. There must be one. Okay, but I don't have time in this situation for chasing the knight. I'll lose my bishop, and that's a key piece. So he can do that. Now I can check. And he goes there. I see, that was his idea.
Check. Check.
Now his king goes back to this square, and I can pin that rook and exchange it off. And that will alleviate some of my back row pressure.
Black resigns.
All right, very nice game. I'm going to do a post-mortem video on this, and hope you guys enjoyed that. Talk to you later. Bye.